Daddy Pig loses his glasses. First words with Peppa Pig, level 4. Meet Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig. Learn always, around, been, found, off, or, read, those, which, work, your. Read, bathroom, glasses, newspaper. Daddy Pig has glasses. He must put his glasses on, or he cannot see. If Daddy Pig does not put on his glasses, he cannot read. Daddy Pig has lost his glasses. He needs his glasses to read and to do his work.
You always take off your glasses and then you cannot find them, Daddy,
says Peppa. You will be sad until you have found those glasses, says Mummy Pig. I am always sadder without my glasses, said Daddy Pig. I need them to read and to do my work. Daddy Pig did not know where he took off his glasses. Which room have you been in? Asked Mummy Pig.
Have you been here, Daddy?
Asked Peppa. I do not know which rooms I have been in, said Daddy Pig.
We will look all around until we have found which room you left those glasses in,
said Peppa. It might be hard work. Daddy Pig takes off those glasses in lots of rooms, said Mummy Pig. Peppa and George went to look around. Peppa looked under the newspaper, but the glasses were not there.
I have not found your glasses yet,
said Peppa. George had a look around too. This was not the room in which Daddy Pig had left his glasses. I might have been in the bathroom, said Daddy Pig.
Daddy always takes off his glasses in the bathroom,
said Peppa. But she did not find Daddy's glasses in the bathroom. He had not been there. George looked around the bathroom too. That was not where Daddy Pig took off his glasses. Looking for the glasses was hard work.
We have looked around all of the rooms. We have not found your glasses. You did not take off your glasses here or in the bathroom,
said Peppa. I do not know which room I left those glasses in. Now I cannot read or work, said Daddy Pig. If I walk around with no glasses, I always bump into things, said Daddy Pig. He got up.
Daddy, I have found your glasses. You took them off and then you sat on them,
said Peppa. Thank you for all your hard work looking around, said Daddy Pig. You must not take off those glasses ever again, said Mummy Pig. The end. First words with Peppa Pig. Level 4. The very hot day. Meet Peppa, George, Daddy Pig, Mummy Pig, and Miss Rabbit. Learn because, before, by, cold, fast, gave, right, these, use, very, would. Read hot day, ice cream, swimming costume, whale, paddling pool, dinosaur lollipop. It was a very hot day. Peppa and George went to play in the garden because it was so hot. You can use all the swimming costumes. You will not get cold, said Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig got the paddling pool. Would you like to use the paddling pool because it is so hot? Said Daddy Pig.
Yes, please, fast,
Said George. Before they got in, Daddy Pig had to put air in. I will use the pump as fast as I can, George, said Daddy Pig. Before they got in, they had to use the hose to fill it up. Mummy Pig gave Peppa the hose.
We can use this to fill the paddling pool right to the top,
said Peppa. Peppa filled the paddling pool with very cold water. It is filling up very fast, said Daddy Pig.
I think it will be too cold,
said Peppa. The paddling pool was not too cold. It was just right.
I am still very hot,
said Peppa.
I wish I could be cold.
Would you like to buy an ice cream to eat before lunch? Said Mummy Pig. We can buy one because it is so hot, said Daddy Pig.
You are right, Daddy. An ice cream will be very cold,
said Peppa. Peppa went to buy an ice cream from Miss Rabbit.
We would like to buy an ice cream,
said Peppa.
Would you like to buy one of these?
asked Miss Rabbit.
Yes, please,
said Peppa. Miss Rabbit gave Peppa an ice cream.
These ice creams are very cold,
said Peppa.
Would you like to buy one of these dinosaur lollipops?
said Miss Rabbit.
Dinosaur,
said George. Miss Rabbit gave George a dinosaur lollipop. You must eat it very fast, because it will not be cold for very long, said Mummy Pig.
Thank you,
said George. George liked his dinosaur lollipop a lot. Eat the lollipop before it melts, George. It will not be cold for very long, said Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig was right. George's dinosaur lollipop did not keep cold. It melted because it was so hot. George felt very sad. He began to wail because he did not have a lollipop.
Don't wail, George. Mummy can put it right,
said Peppa. I will buy you one of these ice creams, but you must eat it before it melts, said Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig gave George an ice cream.
Hooray!
George ate the ice cream very fast. The end. First words with Peppa Pig. Level 4. Bedtime story. Meet Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig. Learn. Both. Does. First. Sing. Sit. Sleep. Tell. There. Upon. Wash. Why. Wish. Write. Read. Dinosaur. Clock that tells the time. Diary. Castle. Bedtime story. Peppa as a princess. It was bedtime. First, Peppa and George both had a wash and brushed their teeth. Then they lay upon their beds. I can sing you both a song, or tell you both a story first. Then you can go to sleep, said Daddy Pig.
Tell us both a story first, please,
said Peppa.
I wish Daddy would tell us a story with a princess in it,
said Peppa.
Dinosaur,
said George.
Why does the story need a dinosaur?
asked Peppa. Well, why not? said Daddy Pig. I will do my best to tell you a story with both of them, if you wish. Once upon a time, said Daddy Pig. Sit down first, Daddy, said Mummy Pig. She got a chair for Daddy Pig to sit on. Now you can tell them their story, Daddy, said Mummy Pig. Once upon a time, said Daddy Pig.
Dinosaur,
said George.
George,
said Peppa. Daddy Pig began to tell the story again. Once upon a time, there was a princess. Every day, she had to sit and sing or just look out at the sun. She did not have fun. At the end of every day, the princess liked to sit down and write in her diary.
Wow.
why can I not have some fun?
said the princess. The princess had to write something in her diary every day.
I wish that just one fun thing could happen,
said the princess.
Dinosaur,
said George. Yes, the story does have a dinosaur, said Daddy Pig.
why does it need a dinosaur?
said Peppa. Wait and see what the dinosaur does, said Daddy Pig. Once upon a time, a dinosaur came to the castle.
Wow.
At last I can write the story of the dinosaur in my diary,
said the princess. The princess got her diary to write in.
What a fun day. I liked it better than when I just sing or look out at the sun,
said the princess. Then the princess wanted to go to sleep. First the princess had a wash and brushed her teeth. Then she lay upon the bed and went to sleep. Peppa and George both went to sleep in their beds too. What a good story, Daddy. You could write a book, says Mummy Pig. Yes, it would be a good book to write, said Daddy Pig. The end. Peppa Pig. This book is all about Peppa Pig.
That's me.
Peppa lives with Mummy and Daddy Pig and her little brother George, and with Goldie, Teddy and Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
At playgroup, Madame Gazelle teaches Peppa and her friends. They paint, play, sing, and do lots of fun things.
Hooray!
Peppa likes dressing up as everything. But her favourite thing to do is jump in muddy puddles. Peppa loves spending time with her granny and grandpa, especially dinner time.
Yummy, my favourite.
Sometimes Peppa has so much fun she doesn't want to go to bed.
This is the best book ever.
But she always enjoys a bedtime story. The end. Peppa Pig and the Family Reunion. Peppa and George are very excited. Today the pig family is having a reunion.
Wow!
Everyone in the family will be there.
You've brought pie, says Peppa. I love pie.
Says George. Uncle Pig and Auntie Pig unpack the car. They have brought a lot of stuff for the baby. Daddy Pig helps Uncle Pig unload a high chair, some baby toys, a stroller, and even a bathtub. Peppa likes baby Alexander.
Would you like to help feed the baby?
Asks Auntie Pig.
Oh, yes,
Says Peppa. She tries to feed baby Alexander. He turns away. Peppa tries again. The baby won't open his mouth.
Oh no!
Try playing an airplane,
says Auntie Pig. She shows Peppa how to fly the spoon into baby Alexander's mouth. It works.
Can you say airplane?
Asks Peppa. Baby Alexander can't talk yet. Peppa wants to teach baby Alexander to talk.
Can you say dinosaur?
Says baby Alexander. Later that night, it's time to put baby Alexander to bed. But he doesn't sleep for long.
What's that noise?
Asks Peppa. Baby Alexander is awake.
No, what's that other noise? That's the vacuum cleaner,
says Chloe. Why are you vacuuming at night? Asked Daddy Pig. And why is Auntie Pig playing a trumpet? Loud noises are the best way to get baby Alexander to sleep, shouts Uncle Pig. We are a very noisy family. It is a very noisy night. After breakfast the next morning, everyone goes for a walk. Peppa tries to teach baby Alexander a new word.
Look, a bird,
says Peppa.
Caw, caw.
Says baby Alexander.
Sky,
Says Peppa.
Caw, caw.
Says baby Alexander. Then it's time for the family reunion lunch. They are having Peppa's favourite, spaghetti. Daddy Pig and Uncle Pig love spaghetti too. Both of them ask for more. For dessert, everyone has a piece of Granny Pig's pie.
Hooray!
Yum,
Peppa says to baby Alexander.
caw, caw.
Says baby Alexander. Chloe has brought her puppet theatre, and she and Peppa and George put on a puppet show.
Wow!
They make a Chloe puppet, a Peppa puppet, and a dinosaur puppet for George. Everyone claps after the puppet show. Well, almost everyone. Daddy Pig and Uncle Pig have fallen asleep. Peppa and Chloe go outside to play before the reunion is over. Baby Alexander likes to watch them play in the mud.
Look, baby Alexander,
Says Peppa.
we're jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
And then it happens. Baby Alexander says his first word.
Puddles.
Well done, baby Alexander. Well done, Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig, My Daddy and Me.
This is my daddy and me. We do everything together. I love doing things with my daddy because he can do anything.
Wow.
What are we going to do next, Daddy? Here are some of our favorite things to do. We love being cheeky monkeys at the playground, swinging on the climbing frame, and zooming down the slide at super speeds. My daddy is king of the playground. We love gliding across the ice in our skates and wearing fabulous costumes. You're so graceful, Daddy. My daddy is king of the ice. We love painting pictures of nature, especially when nature joins in.
Bonk, bonk.
My daddy is king of painting pictures. We love playing sports, especially muddy ones. My daddy is king of sports. We love planning adventures and going on them too. Are you sure this is the right way to play Group Daddy? My daddy is king of adventures. We love traveling together and always go everywhere as fast as we possibly can. Come on, Daddy, we're going to be late for the ball. My daddy is king of the road. But most of all, we love having picnics together. We eat them on the beach, in the countryside, or even high up in the clouds. My daddy and me love doing everything together. My daddy is king of my whole world.
The end. Peppa Pig, the fire engine. Mummy Pig is going to the fire engine practice. Good excuse for a chat, says Daddy Pig. I have a very important meeting and a barbecue with the Daddy's football team. Mummy Pig, Peppa and George arrive at Miss Rabbit's fire station.
Wow!
Gasped Peppa, seeing the big red fire engine.
Badminton!
Giggles George. Daddy Pig and his friends are playing football and having a barbecue in the garden. Oh dear, the barbecue has turned into a fire. Daddy Pig rings the fire station. The fire phone is ringing. Hello, Daddy Pig, answers Miss Rabbit. This phone is only for when there's a fire! Shouts Daddy Pig. We'll be right there, replies Miss Rabbit. Mummy's to the rescue! Cries Miss Rabbit, sliding down the fire pole. Hold tight, cries Mummy Pig. Whee! Laughs Peppa. The fire engine is ready to go. Peppa, George and the mummies soon find the barbecue and get their water hose out. Stand back, daddies, cries Miss Rabbit. The water comes spurting out the hose. Hooray! Cheer all the daddies when the fire is out. Thank you for saving us, says Daddy Pig. No problem, replies Miss Rabbit. It's all part of a service. Now that Miss Rabbit has flooded the garden, says Daddy Pig, we can jump up and down in muddy puddles.
I love fire engines, says Peppa, especially when they make muddy puddles.
The end. Peppa Pig and the Halloween costume. It's almost Halloween,
I love trick-or-treating,
says Peppa.
and jack-o'-lanterns. I love dressing up.
George loves Halloween too. Peppa is trying to decide what she wants to be,
I know.
says Peppa.
I will be a pirate. I will sail the high seas and hunt for buried treasure. But I'm going to be a pirate,
says Danny Dog.
I even have an eye patch.
Wow.
Maybe I'll be a clown instead.
Says Peppa.
I will do a juggling act. I'm dressing up as a clown,
Said Pedro Pony.
I have big clown shoes and a funny red nose. Okay,
Says Peppa.
maybe I will be a nurse. I will make everyone feel better. But Peppa,
Says Susie Sheep.
I am dressing up as a nurse.
Peppa frowns.
Well then, I'll be a witch. With a pointy black hat and a broom. Peppa,
Meow.
Says Candy Cat.
I already have my costume. Pointy black hat, broom. I'm a witch.
George has an idea for Peppa.
Dinosaur!
Peppa does not want to dress up as a dinosaur. Peppa thinks she'd like to be a brave space traveller. But that idea is taken. Oh no! She even considers dressing up as a vegetable.
Sorry,
Says Rebecca Rabbit.
what can I be for Halloween?
Asks Peppa.
Maybe a brave cowboy, a happy tiger, a sparkly ballerina.
Peppa thinks and thinks. Then she has an idea.
I will be a brave, happy, sparkly fairy princess.
Hooray!
Peppa likes her wings, crown and wand, but her costume is not quite perfect. Peppa thinks that maybe there is something missing.
That's it!
Even fairy princesses need muddy puddle boots. Happy Halloween. The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's pen pal. Peppa and her friends are at playgroup.
Who would like a pen pal?
Says Madame Gazelle.
What is a pen pal?
Asks Peppa.
A pen pal is someone you can write letters to.
Says Madame Gazelle. Everybody cheers. They would all like a pen pal. Madame Gazelle shows Peppa a picture of a little girl who lives in France.
Wow.
Her name is Delphine Donkey.
Can Delphine be my pen pal?
Asks Peppa. Of course, Peppa, replies Madame Gazelle.
Hooray!
One morning, Peppa receives a letter from Delphine. It is in French.
I want to speak French to Delphine, says Peppa.
Delphine's phone number is on the letter, so Peppa calls her. Mummy Pig tells Peppa that bonjour means hello in French.
Bonjour,
Says Peppa.
bonjour, Peppa.
Replies Delphine.
Bye.
Says Peppa. Au revoir, whispers Mummy Pig.
Au revoir,
Says Peppa. The next week, Peppa is disappointed because there is no letter from Delphine. Sorry, Peppa, says Daddy Pig. Just then, the doorbell rings. I wonder who that could be, says Mummy Pig.
Bonjour, I have come to see Peppa.
It's Delphine,
Bonjour.
squeals Peppa. Delphine introduces Peppa to her family. Bonjour, says Madame and Monsieur Donkey. Delphine has a little brother. His name is Didier,
Wow.
Dinosaur.
says George.
Dragon.
Replies Didier.
Delphine, we could jump up and down in muddy puddles,
Suggests Peppa. But Delphine does not understand Peppa. Oh no!
J'adore sauter dans le flax de boue,
Says Delphine. But Peppa does not understand Delphine.
Everything is so different in French,
Says Peppa. Delphine holds Peppa's hand. Peppa runs along with her. It looks like they're running towards a big muddy puddle.
J'adore sauter dans la flax de boue,
Says Delphine again. Delphine jumps right into the muddy puddle.
That's what I was going to show you,
Cries Peppa, joining in. Peppa and Delphine had been saying the same thing all along.
Wow.
We call it jumping up and down in muddy puddles,
Explains Peppa.
J'adore jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Says Delphine, laughing. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa's Night Before Christmas. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and Peppa couldn't sleep. She crept out of bed, said,
I'll just take a peep.
Then she went to her window. Could Santa be heard? She listened with care.
Oh, it's only a bird.
She went back to her bed and saw George was awake.
Look outside.
She pointed.
Magical snowflakes.
George gazed at the snow.
Santa.
He called out.
Not yet, George,
Said Peppa.
but let's look about.
Then suddenly, bang! What could that have been? Had Santa crash landed, or was it a dream? Then more noises followed, like ouch, eek, and yelp. Come quickly, called Santa. Oh, please, I need help. Help. My sleigh lights are broken. I can't see a thing. I must give out presents. It's awful timing.
Oh, Santa,
said Peppa.
what will light your sleigh? Might this magical unicorn help you find your way?
She's perfect, said Santa. Her horn will shine bright. She'll be back by morning before it gets light. He sprinkled the magic. And go, Santa said. Now, Peppa and George, you must soon go to bed. As they waved him goodbye, they heard Santa shout, Happy Christmas to you! Thanks for helping me out!
Oh, George, how amazing! But our secret don't tell.
After such an adventure, they slept very well. On Christmas Day morning, all were excited. The gifts were delivered, and the kids were delighted. As they opened their presents, Peppa, Daddy Pig said, Who's that with your unicorn there by the shed? Peppa winked at George in the twinkling light. They'd never forget their most magical night. The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa goes to the cinema. Peppa and George are going to see this Super Potato movie at the cinema. Get your super potatoes here, shouts Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox's stall is full of toys. There are carrots, bananas, and lots of potatoes.
Ooh, says Peppa. Can we get a super potato, please, Daddy?
Daddy Pig picks up a super potato. Is it made of plastic? Better than that, says Mr. Fox. It's made of potato. Well, in that case, I'll have two, please, says Daddy Pig.
Hooray!
Here's Peppa.
Super potato to the rescue!
Peppa goes inside the cinema. She has spotted her friend Susie Sheep.
Hello, Susie,
says Peppa.
Look, I've got super potato. I've got him too,
says Susie.
Everyone, please take your seats,
says Miss Rabbit.
The film is about to start.
The cinema is big and dark. Peppa's seat is right next to Rebecca Rabbit.
Hello, Rebecca, says Peppa. I've got super potato. I've got Mrs. Carrot,
says Rebecca. Shh, whispers Mummy Pig. The film is about to start. After a little while, Peppa asks Mummy Pig to take her to the toilet.
Is it in here?
Asks Peppa, opening a door. It is not the toilet.
This is the projector. It's the machine that shows the film,
says Miss Rabbit.
Wow, says Peppa. You get to watch Super Potato all day.
Peppa and Mummy Pig sit back down. The film is getting very exciting.
Super Potato has rescued Mrs. Carrot,
whispered Susie. At the end, there is an extra surprise. The stars of the film walk on the stage.
I want to be Super Potato when I grow up,
sighs Peppa. Peppa waves at Super Potato.
Show us how you fly.
Super Potato jumps off the stage and whizzes up into the air.
Remember, children, he says, don't try this at home.
Oh dear, Super Potato is stuck in the cinema ceiling. Miss Rabbit flies her helicopter over the cinema. Look, shouts Mummy Pig. Miss Rabbit is lifting Super Potato out. Super Potato has been rescued. Miss Rabbit is a hero.
When I grow up, I want to be Miss Rabbit.
Cheers, Peppa.
Hip hip hooray!
The end. Peppa Pig, Grandpa Pig's greenhouse. Peppa and George are at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house. They race across the garden to find Grandpa Pig. Hello, Grandpa, shouts Peppa. George has found a ball and is playing with it. Careful, George, my greenhouse is made out of glass, which breaks easily, says Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig throws the ball out of harm's way. The ball goes over the fence and lands in Grandad Dog's garden. Oi! Who's throwing footballs at my greenhouse? Grandad Dog calls over the fence. Grandpa Pig goes to speak to Grandad Dog. Call that a greenhouse? It's a pile of rotten old windows, says Grandpa Pig. It'll grow more than you do with your fancy grass box, replies Grandad Dog. Grandpa Pig decides to leave Grandad Dog to his gardening. Could I have some tomatoes, please, Grandpa Pig? Asked Granny Pig. I'm afraid the tomatoes aren't ready yet, says Grandpa Pig. Maybe Grandad Dog will lend us some of his, suggests Granny Pig. Grandad Dog, calls Granny Pig. Do you have any tomatoes we could borrow? Borrow? You can take as many as you like, says Grandad Dog.
Hooray!
Everyone goes into Grandad Dog's greenhouse. They're a lot bigger than your tomatoes, Grandpa, says Peppa. They may be bigger, but that doesn't mean they are better, replies Grandpa Pig. Yummy! This is the best tomato I have tasted ever, says Peppa, tasting one. Says Grandpa Pig. Now Granny Pig has a basket full of delicious tomatoes. We're going to make a tomato salad, says Granny Pig. Grandad Dog tells her about his special tomato and basil salad recipe. The problem is I don't have any basil, says Grandad Dog. My grandpa had lots of lovely basil, says Peppa. Grandpa Pig shows them the basil he has grown in his greenhouse.
Wow!
Very impressive, says Grandad Dog. Peppa and George are feeling hungry now. Is it lunchtime yet? asked Peppa. It's time to make the salad. First we slice up the tomatoes, says Grandad Dog. Then we use a little splash of olive oil. Don't forget to add these lovely basil leaves, says Grandpa Pig. Time to tuck in, everyone, says Grandad Dog. Grandad Dog's tomatoes are marvellous and Grandpa Pig's basil leaves are beautiful. This is the best tomato salad in the world ever, cheers Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig and the Ambulance. Dr. Brown Bear is visiting Peppa's playgroup to show the children an ambulance. Hello, Dr. Brown Bear, say the children. Hello, children, says Dr. Brown Bear. Does anybody know what this is called? Asked Dr. Brown Bear.
It's a ambulance,
says Molly Moll. And who can tell me what it's for? Asked Dr. Brown Bear.
taking sick people to the hospital,
says Peppa.
Can we hear the nana sound, please?
Asked Freddy Fox. Yes, says Dr. Brown Bear, but we normally only use that in a real emergency.
Dr. Brown Bear, can you show us what you would do in a real emergency?
Asked Madame Gazelle.
Wow.
Yes, says Dr. Brown Bear. I'll show you using this teddy. Dr. Brown Bear checks that the teddy is awake, asks the teddy his name, and asks him what happened. Then he bandages up his arm.
Wow.
And because you have been such a brave bear, you get a sticker, says Dr. Brown Bear, giving the teddy a yellow, smiley face sticker.
Hooray!
Wonderful, says Madame Gazelle. Children, say thank you to Dr. Brown Bear. Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear, say the children.
You're welcome, says Dr. Brown Bear. And remember, always look where you're going.
Woo!
Oh dear, Dr. Brown Bear has tripped over a ball.
Oh no! Dr. Brown Bear is rolling down the hill,
cries Peppa.
He's rolled through a prickly bush,
says Molly.
And he's hit a tree. Apples have fallen on his head,
adds Zoe Zebra. Oh, groans Dr. Brown Bear.
Oh my goodness,
gasps Madame Gazelle.
Call an ambulance. The ambulance is over here,
says Peppa.
Quick, everyone into the ambulance,
says Madame Gazelle.
Hooray!
Shout the children as they run into the ambulance. The ambulance gets to the bottom of the hill.
Don't worry, Dr. Brown Bear,
says Madame Gazelle.
We are here to make you better.
Thank you, but I don't need any help, says Dr. Brown Bear. The children check he is awake, ask him his name, and ask him what happened. I tripped over that ball and fell down the hill, says Dr. Brown Bear.
That was a bit silly now, wasn't it?
says Susie Sheep.
Which bit is hurting?
asked Pedro Pony. My arm, my leg, and here on my head, replies Dr. Brown Bear. Susie and Wendy Wolf bandage up Dr. Brown Bear.
Because you have been such a brave doctor, you get a sticker,
says Madame Gazelle.
Wow.
The children giggle.
Have a sticker, have a sticker.
They all cover him with smiley face stickers. Ah, oh, ow, cries Dr. Brown Bear.
Children, say thank you to Dr. Brown Bear for giving us such a wonderful demonstration of how the ambulance works,
says Madame Gazelle.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear,
cheer the children. It was my pleasure, groans Dr. Brown Bear. Dr. Brown Bear loves ambulances. Everyone loves ambulances. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.